Good evening, everyone. Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor. So we got another evening of Let's Do Deals, pitching the best off-market mobile homes live on here, Zoom on here also. Like I was saying off air, is we're going to be covering some of these markets, and I do have a mobile home that just got through rehab. It's already sold, by the way, in a sense we're already getting a down payment, but it's a breakdown. That's what really I think helps a lot of people is kind of put things, the numbers together, structure, and the thing about if it's a beautiful mobile home from the get-go, it's not a good deal. And I hear that. Oh, this one here's got too much damage. Oh, this one here needs too much repairs. Now, when I ask more in detail, well, yeah, it does need rehab for sure. I mean, that's kind of what makes it a deal. But when you say it needs excessive rehab, tell me what some of these things you're thinking about. They don't have a list. They don't have a list. They just see it and it's dirty, it's ugly, it's please. I get it. All right. So, but look, we're going to cover one of those this evening. I'm going to break down the numbers and I'm already sharing on Zoom. So let me go ahead and turn the camera over. Good evening, everyone from Instagram. Reminder as always, because I get emails, I can't see the screen. I pitch, and we're going to get this. I've said this all year round. It's almost 2024 now. Time flies. We will be linking Instagram, TikTok, all of them, so that we go live in one chain and it's just live on every channel. We're even going to push to be live on LinkedIn. That's a little harder to do, but it can be done. So that's coming. We're working with. I have a very good team that we just hired that's going to be involved in that. So be tuned for that. Then for those of you joining us on Instagram here, I know when I show you the screen, this is just to get an idea. It just, you can take your time. You can request our spreadsheet, our inventory, and you look at it as long as you want. Okay. So that being said, let me turn the camera around. I was sitting here editing a couple of these things. Cities, they're fine. So I am going to edit some of these events because we are putting quite a few events already. For mid-December, we're thinking maybe one event. But definitely come January, February, that is peak. We got to get ready for selling cash flow. Okay, GPED. Remember that GPED. Okay, get paid every day. We're blasting advertising that. All of you could be doing that, but you got to get started. So let me go ahead and jump onto a couple units. I've spent quite a bit of time. I spent a lot of time down in Central Georgia. Time of an essence. I go down there and it's like everything is planned from the moment we get up 6 in the morning to travel. And it's I'll have y'all know we did a closing that involved real estate. Go figure. It took longer than normal. Go figure. That's just kind of one of those things. So, but in the mix, I did pick up a few mobile homes while we were in the area, and we've listed them on here. So these here, let me talk about these two specific ones. They are located, it's technically Centerville, Georgia. Centerville, Warner Robins, same, I mean, side by side, if you will. These we put on here must be moved. This is the community. If you hear me talk about 2 years ago, I started investing in a community where lot rent was 285, and today it's almost 500. It is 475 in less than 2 years. So, yes, granted, the rents have gone up in the area, in the market. I mean, apartments in this area is outrageous. I mean, some of these locations, they have one bed, one bath apartments for over 1,500. So it's up there. And no doubt the need and demand is there. But the mobile home in itself has not climbed to a level where I feel we are getting the best out of our ROIs, if you will. If I'm paying almost 500 a month and I'm collecting 800, that's a little bit of cringe about for me. I like to be half and half at most. Every deal is different. Okay. But if some of y'all want to invest in these units, I know we've listed them must be moved. They can stay in the community. And I'm sure they would prefer for you to keep it in the community. But I'm just giving you heads up on that. So GMHU admin, let's go ahead and add, I'll do it, lot rent so that you're aware. And the numbers are good. I mean, Central Georgia, Warner Robins, when I say Central Georgia, let me be a little more clear. Warner Robins area, Byron area, Centerville area, Macon, not so much. So, okay, lightly than that. But anyway, this is what this one looks. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, single wide, 14 by 70. It is a 92 Fleetwood, and of course, clean, clear title. Taxes up to date. Everything is up to par. It checks out. Parks nearby, and it has axles. That was kind of a surprise for me to see. Sure, those tires are no good, dry rotted, but hey, axles are there. Inside needs cosmetic. I mean, minimal repairs. That's typically what we see. The roof's not caving in, all electrical is intact, plumbing is good, flooring all solid. I did not feel any soft spots, and most shockingly, I didn't get infested with fleas on this one. So that's always a plus. Means it's been vacant for a little while. Okay, asking 11K or best offer. So that's one of them. Again, if you're investing in this area, if you know a park owner, park operators, park managers, any of these communities that have vacant pads, that is a business you can do. You can simply connect us with it and get a referral or buy it from us and resell it. That's up to you. Okay. Go to the next one, which is about 2 or 3 homes from this other one. These are in the same community, same park, same lot rent, same everything I'm mentioning, which I'll go ahead and put it on here also, so y'all are aware again. And we do have I have 9 remaining in this community. Once they're all rent to own, so it's a little hard for me to change. I mean, I could always sell the notes, but the 9 that are there, we just adapt it. We change the numbers. I mean, lot rent changes. That's something to, and look, that's for a whole coaching in a sense. When you structure these deals and you break down the numbers, that's something that all of you need to keep in mind. Lot rent is subject to increase. You know that. So that's something you need to put in the agreement, followed by tenant, resident, buyer, etc., is responsible for increase. So that doesn't fall back on you, if you will. But okay. Second one is lot 104, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It's an 84. I want to say it's a champion. We got the title, so we can put all that. And look, again, we put minimal information for a reason. You come to us and you're trying to do your due diligence. I assure you, we release all details. I have zero problem sharing a picture of the titles. Some sellers out there, they think some magical thing's going to happen, but good luck with that. Asking also 11,000. And again, these, they're unique when they have this all all wood, but it's like a cave. It's so dark in there and dim, and it's like, okay, it's just one of those things. I have a hard time painting wood color though. It's this here. If I were to keep it, I would say let's clean it up and keep it the way it is. But if you were to come in and put white ceilings, that would just open up the home all around. I mean, just that's for you to decide if you buy it. More than plenty of cabinets in this one mobile home. That's not common to see that much cabinets in there. But again, cosmetics, I mean, it needs minimal. There's nothing alarming here. Nothing that I would point out as an, extreme, if you will. So, okay. Now let's go to, I mentioned off air, Instagram heard, is a lot of these markets we're getting into, the demand is unreal. Okay. And that's across the board. But some markets, like anything else, have more than others. We had the Gaston, South Carolina homes didn't last. Go figure. Spartanburg didn't last. Go figure. Livonia's are still there. So y'all are not looking at the numbers in the sense. And I think a lot of you are maybe focusing on the lot rents, or I really don't even know what you're focusing on, because if you look at the mobile home in itself, it needs minimal work. The market is in huge demand, and the numbers check out time and time again. In Livonia, we've already got 2 sold, and they are both collecting over $900 a month. So lot rent is $500, but again, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, you just got to decipher, and then there's the need. Okay, so this one is one of them that's located in Thomaston. And I tell you, if these homes do not sell, I have to keep my contractors busy and going. I will put them in one of these homes and we'll get a rehab. This is one of them that everybody seemed to pass up on because it was full of junk, dirty. Okay, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Is located in Thomaston, Georgia, right above Central Georgia. Yeah, good market, very, very good market. Lot rent is $390 plus water. The rental rate in this area is $850. So there you go. These are the numbers you need to focus and pay attention to. Resale. If I were to resell it right now, based on the value, the comps in the market, I'm looking at $25K. My numbers are always best case scenario, most likely scenario. So when you're thinking about these investments, it's what's the best case, what's the worst case, and what's the most likely? Meaning that I put 25 as conservative. Can I get 27? Yeah, possibly. 28 maybe. We'll see. Okay. New year is coming. That's when cash is coming. But here's the rehab that my contractors did on this home. and I'm going to break down the numbers for you. This call is recorded, so for those of you that want to watch this tomorrow morning on YouTube, it will be live. So, and this set of crew of contractors have been very reliable. Not something you'll hear me say very often, but they have that. They've done a phenomenal job. They're steady going. Granted, they only work Monday through Friday, so I kind of cringe at that. But come Monday, they're hard at going. And when they deliver product, this is what it looks like. A very nice, presentable mobile home that people want to rent or want to buy. Okay. So on this one, we bought the mobile home in itself for $5,000. That's from the community park owner. We got the home for $5K. It was a fixer-upper, as we call. It needed more rehab than the norm, and more so, here's the thing. A lot of these mobile homes, when there's couches, beds, furniture, got all this junk in them. I get it. It's nasty. So you start focusing more on the bigger expenses, such as electrical. How's the roof? Are all the walls intact? Okay. All these little things that you need to focus on bigger budgeting numbers. But unfortunately, sometimes when you have all that furniture, it's a little hard to see a lot of the flooring. You can't really even walk. I couldn't even get into that bedroom. Well, that may be a problem because that whole floor could be shot. Maybe it could be full of mold. These are surprises that later on come about once you actually cleaned out. And that's kind of what happened with this one here. And it was more having to do with the plumbing. Now, the plumbing can be an issue in a mobile home if the mobile home does not sit very high off the ground. There's some mobile homes that you can walk under. It's just the way the setup is in certain communities. But most of them, like this one here, is very low. So then you have a contractor that has to crawl under there. You want to think about that. And fix all the plumbing, the pipings. And of course, it had all the brittle old PVC junk that's been through winter, etc. So the majority, it got to the point where we said just change it all. You're going to keep patching, fixing, band-aiding, pushing problems down the road is not going to work. So we fixed the entire plumbing. A lot of that got done from the top. They were taking floors apart, so they were able to remove some of the flooring, the insulation, and actually fix some of the plumbing from on top inside the mobile home. So got creative in a sense. But anyway, long story short, because of so many of these little surprises, our rehab, which consists of the material and the labor, did go up to $4,800. Originally, we were at $3,000, maybe $3,500. This is why you got to have a budget. It is so important. Okay. So $5K for the home, $4,800 for the rehab. We had 1 month of lot rent, which is, holding $390. Insurance for the year, $122. Divide that by 12. That's how much it is a month. No brainer. Everybody should insure your assets. And then we had a whopping $24 because I had to transfer the title into our name, our LLC. All that brings us to a total of $10,336. 10,000, let's just say $500. Okay. That same 10,500, again, I can resell this mobile home, which it is $25,000. Is that a good investment for you? I can't answer for that. Some people will say, absolutely, I'll jump on that all day long. Some people may say, I won't get out of bed for that. Yeah, that's on you. You depends on. But I'm looking at an ROI of 140% plus. That checks out for me. And don't forget creative time this time of year. I may decide to rent it for 5 months, 6 months, collect well over $900 a month, maybe as a rental. And then come tax season, income tax time, sell it, get that whopping down payment, which around February, March, I don't expect anything less than 10,000. So, that's what we're looking at. But anyway, that is a breakdown. And this is just one of many. We got the Livonia homes, like I mentioned, which tonight my contractor tells me we just finished lot 43, and he's supposed to start on lot number 7 tomorrow. Oh, well, look, let me see. 43 is right here. I'm going to start doing this the most I can anyway, is I'm going to start putting like this. This is what it looks like. I think these are already updated. Some of these are already somewhat updated photos. So, but I want to take before and after and just kind of give you an idea. This is how long it took, how many days, how long it's been on the market, etc. Just to kind of give you a better idea on it. But number seven is tomorrow. Contractors already. So, and again, Guys, look at this. I mean, yes, there's junk everywhere. Somebody decided to take a trash bag and just unload it on the floor. Whoop-de-doo. It's not damage. It's called cleanup. Any housekeeping can do a cleanup on something like this. And that's what you're looking at. Come in, clean this up. We are painting. I'm going ahead and taking that extra step. If y'all know my rehabs, one of the things is I like my ceilings white because they open up. If you've ever invested or seen a mobile home where somebody smoked in it, yeah, all the nicotine, that yellow, gross, nobody wants that. So we go ahead and paint that. Walls, if there's any little, like this little section here, you got a couple little holes, and nothing damaged. I mean, nothing extreme by any means. These are little patching. I mean, we could even take this whole sheet, remove it, put sheetrock, paint over it, and it looks just as good as new. I mean, that's what we're doing. Cabinets, missing a couple doors on this one. No big deal. Find those. Our cabinets are being painted white. So yeah, I want to upload some of those. And you don't have to do all that. Look, when I'm budgeting these, will I over rehab? No, never going to over rehab, because in my mind, it's always the same thing. Will I rehab or will I repair this specific, whatever it may be? Will it make me more money? And that's what you got to ask yourself. If I'm going to go to the extent of rehabbing this amount more, or put this type of material or product or whatever, is it going to make me more money? And if the answer is no, then that's not what you should be doing. Fix it, make it livable, presentable. It's got to be a safe home, and leave it as is, because you've got to remember comparables. If every home looks like this, you have no reason why you need to come in and overdo it. Okay. But we're coming in and we're painting some of these, just giving them a fresh coat because there's minimal work to be done. Come in, clean, and some of this paint you can buy also has a clean smell, if you will. So, all right, Livonia. So we got quite a few available there. We had 6 available. We're rehabbing 1 tomorrow, 1 on Friday, getting started. So, this list is just going to start getting removed more and more. So you got to check that area out. And Livonia is northeast above Gainesville. So if you know where the area is at, I'm going to stop sharing. No, don't go away. Here we go. There we are. All right. All right. Couple of announcements real quick. So Saturday morning, we will continue. I know this past Saturday, I was in New York. I was not able to go live at 10 a.m. I did go live, I think, at 11:30 a.m. when we cut a little break. I was at a conference bettering myself. So, okay, I was working in a sense, but I didn't get to go live. But we are going to have an update this Saturday. And then Sunday, we got a makeup call to do. So somehow, some way, not really shocking in a sense, Instagram did not play the vocal on one of our podcasts that we had on a Sunday evening, which I thought was a phenomenal call. It recorded it all. It just didn't capture any of the sound. And that was with Mr. Ed, who was talking about RVs, campers, sites, communities. I mean, that's another level of investing in something else that everybody should be getting into. So we are going to make that call up this Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Thank goodness he decided to come back on. I think I owed him a steak dinner for that. But that's fine. So we'll be doing that on Sunday. Thursday, 2 days from now, we have the title lending. I'm going to change that. I think that's scaring people away. Lending against titles, title revenue. But we're going to call that something different. But look, either way, title lending is another strategy that you can get into mobile home investing with little funds, in a sense, because you're doing loans is what you're doing. You're loaning to people who own mobile homes against their title. I mean, you're talking about security immediately. And when you secure these loans against a title, you're only loaning but so much percentage. We are doing 60 to 65% of the value as is, which means that we go out there, we assess the home. If we value it 15,000, okay, well then I'll loan maybe 60, 65% of that against the mobile home. The next month, 30 days from the moment you do that, you start collecting money. So it's not a wait game of rehab, contractors, handymans, material, none of that, because these people already live in their home. They're just simply getting a loan from you. If they default, they decide not to pay you and run away, you have the asset that's protecting the loan, which is the mobile home to begin with. I don't want to take anybody's home away, but in a sense, if I were to get a home, I would make out better than if they just pay me off. So the security actually protects you more and has more of a value should they just pay you off. So look, that's Thursday evening. A lot of you have sent emails on that. There is a few spots. I know I said I would limit the call to, I think, 10 people. And the reason behind it, it is a virtual call. It's a lot of talking starts to happen. When you have 50 people on a Zoom, it's just hard to contain, if you will. So I like to, as you know, on my live coaching calls, is I like to be a little more personal and make sure that I answer everybody's questions. So that's why we limit some of those seats like that. But there is a couple spots available. Send me an email if you want to join. The link is still available. You can go to our Meetup account. You can go to our website, garciamhu.com, and sign up for that. 7 p.m. Thursday night. Okay. Let me see. Any comments, questions? I've gotten a few. Hold on, let me talk about that real quick. I've gotten a few. When are you doing another live coaching like we did? We had a Saturday morning, about 2 Saturdays, where we took 3 investors, 3 students, as I call, and we coached them live on a Saturday morning. It was basically a fire Q&A, investing, anything related to mobile homes. I mean, they came in and they got their answers. We're not going to do those because we got a coaching. The reason we did that call to begin with was to show a preview. This is what our coaching entails if you come on. The Zoom starts on the last Wednesday of this month, which is in 2 weeks from now at 7 p.m. It's going to be anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, not on Instagram. It's going to be on Zoom, and you can sign up for that. It's nothing to sign up for that. I mean, come in, join us, and bring your questions. Some of you keep sending us questions, and I'll tell you, send me questions. But when you send me 50 questions in an email, it's a little hard to answer all those questions. You're giving me a job, is what I say. So that's when I jump on TikTok and Reels, and let me just create a video, answer everybody's question, and then everybody's happy in a sense. But you want to join our coaching so it's more direct. Any issues, okay? Bring them on those calls, get your questions. There's going to be other investors, so it's also good to come in and network, get ideas, okay? It's all about growth. But that's going to do it for this evening, guys. I'm sitting here looking at the Instagram real quick before we go. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So good day today. It was very good, productive. I think we've done 7 closings, and it's only Tuesday. Still not satisfied, but it's good. Got a couple new sales agents who are rocking it. They're doing phenomenal. We're going to start getting more inventory. Till next time, thank you for watching.